Well, in Torfaen during 2015-16, we received a total of around 900 incidents of fly tipping. That cost the Torfaen taxpayer around £120,000 to clear and properly dispose of. In terms of the Welsh perspective, again for 2015-16, there were a total of 36,000 incidents, which cost the Welsh taxpayer almost 2.1 million to clear. So fly tipping is a very, very serious problem at the moment. And obviously not just the cost, but the impact it has on environments like this. Well, first of all, every incident that's reported to the council is investigated in one form or another. We rely heavily on the public, in particular, reporting those incidents and coming forward. And to assist that process over the last couple of years, we've developed a Torfaen app, which is available to download via Apple platforms and Android. Is working really well, and it's a quick and easy process which allows members of the public to photograph fly tipping, report it to the council, and then every incident is actioned. So that gives us an idea as to fly tipping hotspots. This is one of them. Areas such as this are patrolled regularly, and we deploy surveillance equipment to these areas to try and catch offenders. Before you even think about getting rid of anything, think about whether or not it could be reused or recycled. There are lots of charities out there that will take household furniture, for example, and then give it to good causes. But if it does need to be disposed of, then most local authorities, and Torfaen is one of them, we operate a household waste recycling centre. In Torfaen, it's centrally located, it's open 7 days a week, it's free of charge to householders. If they need to use a van or a trailer, there's a small administration fee. But the household recycling centre receives most forms of waste apart from hazardous. So you know that there's a disposal point available. We also offer a bulky collection service for larger items. There is a small fee, but it's very useful for those larger items where people don't want to pay for a skip. And in addition to that, the other piece of advice I would give is if you're thinking of using someone else to dispose of your waste on your behalf, please make sure that they're registered and licensed to take that waste, because otherwise the householder themselves could be committing an offence if that waste ends up being fly tipped. Well, fly tipping is an extremely serious offence. It's an environmental crime. It attracts a fine of up to £50,000 in a magistrate's court, or an unlimited fine in Crown Court, or even a prison sentence. So, as I said earlier, every incident is investigated. Once we've identified a suspect, that person is invited in for a tape-recorded interview. If, as a result of that interview process or investigation, there's sufficient evidence to take the case forward, we will always prosecute where the evidence warrants it. Prosecutions normally take place in the magistrate's court, and there the culprit can expect to receive, if found guilty, a criminal record, a fine, and we always apply for our costs. We had an incident quite recently at this very spot where an individual dumped 2 van loads of waste and received fines and costs just short of £2,000. We always publicise our cases, and that's all about raising awareness and to get the message across to would-be fly tippers that they really need to think twice. The chances of being caught fly tipping are much higher now than at any point in the past.